nice comment. Let me hear it. Hell yeah. Keep it going. Show my boys some love. W.Scott, win.
Close enough. That's okay.
Happy Father's Day, everyone. My daughter's right there. Look at her. She's so beautiful. Anyway, thought I would do an homage to Father's Day by starting off with a dad joke, right? You know, I was doing comedy before I was even born, but I didn't get a lot of laughs because it was such a tough wound. Yeah? Love it. All right. So yeah, my name is my last name is actually pronounced Ween, right? So it's W.Scott Ween. The W stands for Willie, right? And it is pronounced Ween. Most of the time, though, as you can imagine, W-E-N-E is mispronounced as weenie, right? Which meant I went through 12 years of school being called Willie Weenie. Pretty tough. That's a tough road to hoe right there, you know. And wasn't a lot of safe spaces to go and cry into when I was a kid. So I would have to go and talk to my dad. And I remember the first time I was like, Dad, whew, man, I had a really tough day at school. All the kids are calling me Willie Weenie. And he goes, son, my name is Peter. You have an Uncle Dickie and an Aunt Sucka. So, terrible names just kind of running our family. I have 3 daughters, and I didn't stop any of that, right? So they're named Ima, Yura, Anita. And the reason I have 3 and not 4 is because my wife said no when she had asked me what I would want to name a 4th child, Wing Wang. And people are always like, why would you name a kid Wing Wang? Well, let me tell you. Little Wing Wang's going to go to school. He's going to be really smart. He's going to grow up, and he's going to become a famous scientist or a doctor. And he's going to find a cure for the worst disease, right? And then he'll gain worldwide recognition, and all the hospital systems will name a part of their hospital after him. And then all the patients have to come down and get their treatment at the Wing Wang Wing Wing. But, you know, the kids, my girls would come in and they would always say, you know, because they have the same last name, and they'd come in and they, you know, it was really tough at school. And I'm like, you know what, don't worry about it, because as a female, you will be lucky enough to one day marry somebody and change your last name. You will get out of this. You know, unlike my great-grandfather, he immigrated to this country. And as immigrants were wont to do in that day and age, he had his name Americanized. And every time I would tell that story, the girls would go, to Ween? And I said, well, you should be happy. The guy behind him got Poussey. But yeah, you know, I had 3 daughters and my wife, so I live in a house of all women. And I'm never right, except for this one time. It was a Sunday morning, come downstairs, and I decided to go down to the basement, and I look in the basement, and there is the sewer is backed up, and there is just a lake of shit in my basement. And I was like, oh man, that's just terrible. So I go upstairs, I call my buddy, he's a plumber, and he comes over and he looks, goes down to the basement, takes a look around, he's like, I've seen this before, and goes outside, gets in his truck, backs his truck up into the driveway, he puts some cones out there, cones out in the driveway, and he gets some tape, puts the tape up around there, and takes the lid off the outpipe, and he just starts snaking up a bunch of feminine things. And he's just bringing them up, and he's just putting them right there in the middle of the driveway. And it's just, it looks terrible, right? I mean, it looks like somebody murdered a Muppet right there in my driveway. And then he's not even bothered. He's just like, you know, the boxes, right, they may say on it that they's flushable. They ain't flushable. You can tell they ain't flushable. You might want to go have a talk with your family. It's like, great. That's what I was hoping to do on a Sunday morning, go talk to my family. So I go in the house and I said, hey, look, we're having a family meeting. Come on down here, Ima, you're in Anita. And so they all get down there at the table. My wife's sitting there, and I'm saying, all right, look. I don't know if you noticed the lake of shit that formed in our basement down there, but I did. And Cletus outside says, those things that you have that might say that they're flushable, they're not flushable. Please don't flush them. I don't need to hear anything. I don't even want to know. Just please don't flush them anymore. Every one of them looked at me. Wasn't me. Oh, I didn't do it. No, it wasn't me. It wasn't me. And I just stood up and went, no, God damn it, it wasn't me. So I don't know if you can tell by my accent that I'm not from here, right? So came up here in '96 from Louisiana, where we do not have things such as toll roads, right? So that was a whole new experience when I moved up here. And so one day, when I first moved up here, I said, well, I gotta go to this appointment, and I think I have to get on the toll road. So I get my car, I get up there to the toll booth, and I pull the ticket, and as soon as I pulled the ticket, I realized, oh shit, I don't have to get on the toll road at all, right? So I was, okay, so turn right around the booth, hand the woman my ticket, and I said, hey, I thought I had to get on the toll road, but I don't. I just pulled this ticket, you can check 10 seconds ago, right? You know, I just want to give it to you. Sir, you're going to have to pay the entire fee. I said, that's $20. She goes, I know, sir. You're going to have to pay the whole fee. I said, I'm not paying the whole fee. I said, it's 10 seconds. Look at the ticket. It's 10 seconds. Sir, I'm going to need your driver's license. Good fucking luck with that. You better go get somebody way more important than you to get my driver's license. So she steps out of the booth, and she put a cone in front of my car and then started walking off. And of course, I'm being me, I roll down the passenger window as she's walking off. I'm like, oh no, a cone! What am I going to do with this cone in front of my car? So she comes back with another guy wearing shorts, and he's like, sir, I'm going to need to see your driver's license. I said, I'm not giving it to anybody that works at the toll booth. You're not getting my license. And he goes, okay, well, you can give it to the state trooper when he shows up. Okay. So state trooper comes up, pulls me out of the car. I give him my license, and he goes, hey, look, I understand it was 10 seconds, you know, but you're going to have to pay the whole thing. And I said, well, that is ridiculous. And he's like, I get it, but if they tell me you got to go in, you got to go in. I said, okay, fine. So I paid the $20, and I drive off. But, you know, every time I came back through that toll road, that woman was there. Every time. Every time. Rain, sun, you know, snow, dead of night. Didn't matter. She was there. So one snowy evening, I'm driving home, I'm real tired, I'm already cranky, and of course she's there, and it just made always for the most awkward ticket change exchange ever. And so I give her my ticket. She says it's 60 cents. So I give her the 60 cents, and a dime drops on the ground. And she looks at it, and she's like, sir, you owe me another dime. And I said, no, I don't owe you another dime. You dropped the dimes on the ground. She goes, sir, I don't want to go through this with you again. I said, I get it. I said, but it dropped on the ground. Well, I didn't see it. I said, okay, fine. So I reached into the center console, I took the dime, and I hung it out the window, and as soon as she went to grab it, I took it and I threw it on the ground. I went, did you fucking see it that time? And then I took off before she could put that cone back in front of my car. Thank you guys very much. I appreciate it. Happy Father's Day. Thank you, sir.